Hello students. Now today we are going to start the next program of your unit 3. Next program of your unit 3 is multiplication of 8-bit numbers. See, till now we have studied about addition, decimal address addition, subtraction, 16-bit addition, 8-bit addition and 16-bit addition. Now today we are going to start the next program, that is nothing but multiplication of 8-bit numbers. Okay, what is this multiplication of 8-bit numbers? See, in microprocessor we will not have a direct instruction. Okay, a direct instruction is not there in microprocessor for doing the multiplication operation, like mul means what? Multiplication. Okay, so the direct instruction is not there in our microprocessor. So what we have to do now? Second option, we have to do multiplication anyhow, even though multiplication instruction is not there, but anyhow you have to do multiplication. That is compulsory for you, that you should do multiplication operation. So how you will be doing this multiplication operation? You will be doing multiplication operation by repeated addition technique. Okay, what is this repeated addition technique? Repeated addition technique means if you are having 5 numbers, okay, for example, if you are having 5, if you want to add one number, okay, any one number 5 times, what will be the answer? Okay, when you will add it as well as when you will multiply it, both the answer should be same. For example, you will be having you will add 2 times, okay, 2, you will be adding 4, for example. So let us 4, no, now we will take one example for doing a repeated addition technique. For example, I am taking 5 means any one number like 2. Okay, I am taking one number as 2. Okay, 2 I am taking, this 2 I should multiply with 5. 5 twos will be how much? 10. Obviously 5 twos will be 10. When I will add this 2 5 times, when I will add this 2 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 2 10. What is the technique now I have used here? The technique which I have used here, the technique is known as repeated addition technique. That means even though you will multiply it or even though you will add it, what you will be getting? Addition techniques. Okay, repeated addition technique, like by adding also you are getting multiplication answer, by multiplying also you are getting multiplication answer. So 5 twos are how much? 10. When you will add 2 5 times, you will be having what answer? 10. So by using this technique, we can easily solve the problem of microprocessor, that it is not having any multiplication instruction. Even though it is not having any multiplication instruction, we can perform the multiplication operation very easily by using repeated addition technique. Okay, so this technique, by this technique you can do like number of numbers you can change and you can do by your own. Okay, for example, now I have taken 2 as a number. Now if you will do multiplication with another number, what will be your answer? Like multiplication answer should be same and addition answer should be same. So by using this repeated addition technique, now we will write the program simply by adding the numbers. Okay, so what we will do in this program, simply, what is this 5 times I should add 2. So what will be this 5? This 5 indicates what? This 5 indicates count. Count will be like 5. Number will be what? 2. While executing, you can change the count also, your wish. You can take count as 12 and number also 12. So what will be the answer for you? You can get easily. Okay, that also you can take, or you can change the answer while running the program you can change your options, but for example purpose I am telling you here. Okay, what is the main concept here? That we are taking one number as a count and another number as a like number only. That number we should add 5 times. Count means 5 times. If my count is 6, I should add 6 times. So 5 times I should add that number. After adding that number, I will get the answer same as multiplication also. Okay, after adding that number, I will get the answer same as multiplication option. So I will not get any problem. Okay, now we will be going to start the concept of repeated multiplication technique. Okay, sorry, repeated addition technique. For what operation? For solving the problem of microprocessor, that microprocessor is not having any multiplication instruction. Instead of that multiplication instruction, we are now using repeated addition technique. Okay, so now we will start writing the program by our main concept. That is, first we will write the algorithm, then table of the program. Okay, in table of the program, memory location, machine code, label, then mnemonics, instruction mnemonics and operand, then comment. We will be writing these all things in the table of the program. Okay, now we will start. Now we will start the program for repeated addition technique, like multiplication, okay, by counter method. Okay, now we are doing multiplication by counter method. Okay, what we have to do now? See, multiplication mul instruction is not there in our 8085 microprocessor. So what we have to do? Obviously we have to use the technique of addition, repeated addition technique. Okay, repeated addition technique. Okay, we have to use this technique compulsory. Okay, repeated addition technique for multiplication operation. Okay, for multiplication operation. But if you want to do division, you should use repeated subtraction technique. But when a division program is going on, at that time I will tell you. Okay, now what is this repeated addition technique? You can see just now I have said you that 2 into 5 equal to 10. Then you will add 2 5 times. 2 plus 2 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10. By adding also you will get 10. By multiplying also you are getting 10. So that techniques, this type of technique is known as repeated addition technique or multiplication technique, because here we are not having any multiplication instruction, so we have to go to with the help of technique. Okay, now what we will do, how to write the program for multiplication of 8-bit numbers. Simple thing is there. Okay, here what we have to do for multiplication of 8-bit numbers, simply we have to draw the algorithm. So what we will do here, we will take this 5 as a count, okay, and this as a number. So how we can do this count and number? By using HLD instruction. HLD instruction means it will take 2 memory locations. Okay, for example 8850 and 8851. So on HLD instruction, L will be on one position, H will be on one position. That means the data which you want to store, L will be having say data, that means number. Mostly in L we will store number, least significant bit. and H we will store count. So what will be our number now? 0 to 0 5. So this is nothing but LSB. Okay, this is MSB and this is LSB. So here we have to write 0 5 0 2. Okay, this will be LSB. LSB means what? Number. And 0 5 is nothing but what? Count. Count if you are giving to count if you are giving 5, it will be like 2. 2 will be added 5 times, means 10. 2 will be multiplied by 5 times, means it is also 10. Okay, so now we are going to start the program for writing. After loading the numbers, count and one number, what you will do? You will increment, if you will check for carry. If there is no carry, then you can proceed for the least significant bit number, means result. If you are having carry, means you cannot go through the result. Okay, now this repeated addition technique we will be using in the program. So how to use in the program? First we will start the program algorithm of multiplication. Multiplication of how many numbers? Multiplication of 8-bit numbers. Okay, multiplication of 8-bit numbers we will be starting now. Start, then we will get the multiplicand and multiplier here, both. Okay, then after that we will add the number. Adding the number means what I said you, we have to load in HL pair. HL pair means first memory location with accumulator number. Okay, initially we will make accumulator as 0, then we will add the number with accumulator number. Obviously accumulator is 0. 0 plus 2, how much? 2. Answer will be where? In accumulator itself. Okay, let's see, answer is in accumulator itself. Then we will after adding we will check for carry. Okay, carry may come, carry may not come. Then we will go for incrementing the C register. Okay, what we will do? We will increment the C register. If there is a carry, it will increment the C register. If there is no carry, directly it will come to here and it will store. Okay, if there is no carry, directly it will stop simply. But see, when it is incrementing, if there is a carry, it will increment C register by 1. After, if there is no carry, means simply leave it, and it will decrement the H. Why it is decrementing the H? Because in H what we are having? In H we are having count. If you are adding, see, our count is 5. How many times I have added? 2 for 1 time. Okay, so count will become now what? 4. So it will be decrementing the count. Okay, it will be decrementing the count by 1. So here you will get decrement. Okay, count will be decremented by 1. After that, is count equal to 0? Count is nothing but what? Condition. Whenever you are putting condition in algorithm, you should draw in this way. Okay, now you are telling that count is nothing but 0. Is count is 0? We are asking the question. Yes. Yes means operation is like over, on the end up. LSB number should be stored on one place. Then the contents of carry. Then we should store MSB number. Last we should stop the number. Stop the operation. Okay. So if there is no carry, what is happening? We are storing the number in if there is no carry, means directly it will come, it will decrement the count by 1, and it will check for the count is not becoming 0. Since count is not becoming 0, means what is happening? LSB number you have to store, then you have to get the you have to get the count from accumulator into C register. You have to get the count from accumulator into C register. Why you have to get the count from accumulator into C register? Because accumulator can only contact to the memory location. Remaining others cannot contact to the accumulator. Okay, because when you want to take the data from accumulator, it is there, instruction is there, you can take from any other thing, but accumulator is compulsory. Any other register means after cooking you can take, sorry, any other register means after loading you can take. But here what is our concept, main concept, that see, once again I am telling, first we will start, okay, then we will load the multiplicand and multiplier, okay, by HLD instruction, okay. Then we will check for the next we will add the number, okay. Now in this, H is pointing to what? Count, and H is pointing to count, L is pointing to what? Number, okay. Now after that, now number we are adding for with the accumulator. Accumulator is 0, 0 plus any number, answer will be like 2. 2 is equals to accumulator answer, accumulator number will be what? 2. Then after adding the number, we will check for the carry by this condition block, okay. What you will do if there is no carry? If there is carry means it will increment C register. If there is no carry means leave it simply, okay. If there is no carry also leave it. Now after incrementing the C register, it will decrement the count. Now count is like 5. After adding the number, count will become what? 4. So then we will go for next. After decrementing, count is becoming like count will be in H, it will be decrementing. Now we will check for count position. Count is equals to 0, means totally count is decrementing. So it came to the 0 position or not, we will be seeing in this program, okay. If it is coming to the 0 position, what you have to do? LSB number you should store, then you should store the answer LSB and MSB number 0 2 0 5. This is count, okay. 5001 5001 10. This is your, okay, this is your answer. 10 is your answer. So what it will do? It will take LSBs and MSBs, okay. This is be always most significant bit, and this will be least significant bit. Remember this. So after the count is not like it has become 0, count has become 0. As soon as this count has become 0, what will be the next step? Next step will be like storing the LSB number. LSB number means what? Okay, like this. This is MSB and this is LSB. LSB number. Storing the LSB number. Storing the LSB number. Now we will be storing the LSB number. After storing, we will get the contents of C in A. Whatever contents are there in C register will be given in A register, okay. Then MSB will be same as it is. This is LSB. LSB means you have to copy from C register into A. Now this is MSB. MSB means what? Most significant bit, okay. You have to store the most significant bit. First what you have done, after checking the count has become 0, it will be storing the LSB, low significant bit. After that it will get the contents of C register into A. Whatever C means what? Carry. If there is carry, C will become 1. So what it is doing? It is transferring this carry to A. Why? Because our program is totally based on memory location, okay. Program is totally based on memory location. If our program is based on memory location, so how can we write the carry in register itself? How can we keep the carry in the register itself? We have to move that carry to any other place, that means to any other register mobile number. Okay, if like, sorry, what I am whatever carry is there, that we have to move to the any register mobile number. No, sorry, I am speaking with other. Actually it should move the carry to some other register. That to which register it should move? It should move to A register. Okay, it should move to A register. Why? Because A register can only be in contact with the memory location. Other register cannot contact to memory location. So directly from A register you can store it to any memory location. Okay, that is our target. So now we will be seeing our flow chart once again. Our flow chart of this multiplication technique program is start, initialize accumulator with 0 0. Okay, get the multiplicand and multiplier, then add a plus l. In L what you are having? You are having the number, and H you are having what? Count. Is carry is from multiplier. If there is any carry in the multiplier, what you will do? You will increment the C register by 1, and you will decrement the, after adding you will decrement the count, because count is in H. Okay, on first memory location it will be in H. Means is count is equals to 0? No, count has like 5. So if we will add 1, if we will add 2 one time, it will be becoming 4. So count is not 0. So what we have to do? You have to move to the next part. Store LSB number. LSB means what? Least significant bit answer. That means it will be, for example, 10, and this will be 0 0. So least significant bit answer will be this, MSB will be this. Okay, so it will be storing this LSB. Okay, answer, and then get the contents of C into A. Why we should make the C register into A? Because when you want to store the carry in memory location, you have to compulsory empty the register, that is nothing but C register, and you have to make it to A, because A can only contact to the memory location, because whatever data we are loading in the memory location itself, and result also we want to see in the memory location itself. So store MSB number. MSB means most significant bit number will be here, and then finally we will stop the program. So by this we have finished up writing the algorithm of our multiplication program. In next class I will be dealing you with the program itself. We will write the program and we will execute the program in the next class. Okay, in my next lecture I will be showing you how to write the program. Here simply I have shown you the demo of multiplication flow chart. Okay, next class I will be showing you the main target, that is nothing but our program, how to execute the program and how to write the multiplication program. We will be studying in next class. Okay, here you have seen this flow chart. It is very simple. One number we are loading in L, and we are adding it with accumulator, then we are checking for the carry, then we are decrementing the count, then we are till count is equals to 0, we have to add the number continuously. As soon as the count is becoming like 0, simply you will store the result of LSB on one particular place, and you will move the carry from C register to A, because A can only contact to the memory location. Then you will store the MSB number in one memory location. Then finally you have to stop the program. So what we have done here in this today's class, we have just discussed about the multiplication program, because microprocessor is not having any multiplication instruction. So we have to use repeated addition technique, for which we have written the algorithm. Now for my next class I will be dealing you for writing the program of 8-bit multiplication. Okay, 8-bit multiplication program. We will be writing the um, program table. Okay, where then we will execute our multiplication program also. Okay, so in this simply we have, see, it is very simple topic. No multiplication instruction is there. Simply we are using addition technique. So for that purpose we are simply loading the HL pair. HL will be taking two memory locations. First memory location we are storing count. Second memory location we are storing one number. Simply that number we will add, how much count you are giving, that must count time you will add. Same answer you will get. And if you will multiply the count and that number also, same answer, and adding that number also for that much count, you will be getting same answer. So what you are doing now, simply after that getting that number, you will check for carry. Carry is there means it will increment C register. If there is no carry, it will not increment. Then as soon as you are adding the numbers, count will be decremented. When the program will stop, when the count is totally becoming 0. When count is totally becoming 0, you can see count is 0. Yes means simply you will store LSB answer here. Then you will get the carry from accumulator, because accumulator can only contact to the memory location. Then you will store most significant bit, then you will stop. So by this next class we will be dealing with our program writing procedure as well as for execution of the program. Thank you.